I've got 6 o'clock on, I think that's a little bit behind.
but I don't wanna
Caitlin,
pay for it.
are you okay at 6? Okay, I'm gonna call the meeting to order, and we'll call the roll.
Ross?
Here.
White?
Here.
Taylor? Here. Robinson?
Here.
Baxter?
Here.
Harris?
Here.
Yen?
Here.
And Height.
Present.
Thank you very much. I invite you to rise for the prayer and pledge to be led by Councilmember Ross.
Let's pray. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for all the blessings you've bestowed on our city. We ask you to please watch over and protect each and every one of our employees and citizens. And dear Lord, please help us all to be more compassionate, caring, and to love one another. Amen. Pledge allegiance.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So moved.
Second.
On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Yen?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Let's go into special call.
Email from Amy Fields to members of the council, honorable members of the North Little Rock City Council. The purpose of this email is to advise you that Mayor Smith has called a special meeting of the North Little Rock City Council at 6:05 p.m. on Monday, October 28, 2019, at City Hall Council Chambers, North Little Rock, Arkansas. Following will be on the agenda, R-19-195, authorizing continued participation in the Municipal Health Benefit Fund for employee health and dental benefits with the option for employees to pay additional costs for a lower deductible. Sponsor, Mayor Joe A. Smith. Pursuant to North Little Rock Ordinance Number 9079, you are entitled to 72 hours electronic notice of this meeting. All members of the council were advised.
Thank you very much. Why don't we call it, please, and then I'll explain what we're doing.
Ross. Resolution R-19-195, a resolution authorizing continued participation in the Municipal Health Benefit Fund for employee health and dental benefits with the option for employees to pay additional costs for a lower deductible.
Somebody give me a motion, and I'll go into a little bit of a...
So moved.
Second. We're going to have to start open enrollment before our next council meeting, and so it's very important that y'all understand what we're getting ready to do and what we're asking you to do. So I wanted your approval before we started open enrollment. We put this out on the street several months ago, and I think we had 5 people that we tried to get to bid, and I think we got one. Sherry, 1 or 2? Yeah, and I think other than Municipal League, the closest one was $2.5 million more than what the league was. And we waited through September to see what our experience was, and we were again over 100% of claims to premiums. So we talked to Municipal Health. There was some people when we were working on contracts this past year at police and fire, they kind of had a pretty good feeling that we were going to have to go to $1,200 deductible. But they wanted the option to pay on their own to drop down to a $500. Municipal Health has not done that before, but they, on Thursday of last week, I believe they agreed to do that. If the individual, if it's me, and I want a $500 deductible instead of a $1,200 deductible, then it's $114 a month. Am I right? I'm waiting on the girls to nod their head.
Mayor, actually, all the council members have a different calculation. The one that was submitted with the special call, after I had sent it out, I received an updated version, and so somebody's going to need to make an amendment. Eventually, it's going to be 117 for employee and family as opposed to the
117.43. Okay.
It's about a $3 difference.
All right. So now they're paying 67 and they're going to pay 117. Is that right?
Now they're paying, if it's employee only, now they're paying $0. If they go with the $500 deductible. Just for employee, it will be $20. If you have an employee and family, now you're paying $67. Instead, if you get the $500 deductible, you'll pay the $117.
Okay,
And that's per pay period,
correct.
per pay period.
Correct. So this was the best that we could possibly do. I'm really pleased with Municipal Health agreeing to give us that particular option. So I've got, Stevens is here to answer any questions, if anybody's got any thoughts. How about a motion? Do I have a motion? And I have a second. Ms. Ross?
But now, everything else as far as any of their drug copays, that all stays the same, correct? I mean,
Correct.
that's what I'm looking at. The only change is the
Deductible.
lower deductible from $1,200 to $500.
Right.
And it's what, $40, basically $40 a month for an employee only, correct?
Correct. More, if they want to pay it.
If they want to lower it
If they
to
don't want to pay it, it's zero,
Right.
just like it is now. Okay, on the motion.
Ross,
Yes?
White,
Yes.
Taylor,
Wait.
Amended.
Can somebody amend this before we vote on it?
Okay, we got to amend in the new
And
sheet.
then the 11743 for the employee and family.
Okay.
Play costs.
You have this, Caitlin?
yes.
Okay. All right, we got a motion to amend. Do we have a second? We have a second. Mr. Baxter, go ahead on the roll call.
Ross,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Taylor,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Baxter,
Yes.
Harris,
Yes.
Ginn,
Yes.
and Height.
Yes.
All right, let's adopt as amended, please. Give me a motion.
Motion to adopt as amended?
Second.
On the motion.
Ross,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Taylor,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Baxter,
Yes.
Harris,
Yes.
Ginn,
Yes.
and Height.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Sherry, thank you, and Bobby for all your hard work trying to get this out for us. We do always appreciate you and your company. Okay, let's go back to the regular agenda, communications. Anybody want to pull? I'm showing 5-4. Anybody want to pull a communication? How about a motion?
So moved.
Second?
A motion and a second. All those in favor?
On the number two, you don't have to read it all, but it was just very complimentary of Northwark Electric. So could you just kind of skim over number two?
Yeah, split out number 2 there real quick. I mean, I don't mind, let me do it. I'll give you an executive summary. Basically, Jonesboro had that bad storm up there, and they were shorthanded, and our electric company, under the direction of Mr. Scott Springer,
78.
went up there and helped them get their power back on, and this is a letter from their manager at the City Water and Light thanking us about all of our help and how much they appreciated that. But they also, told us that if we need them, they're coming running. So, okay, we've got a motion to accept 1 through 4. Motion, Debbie?
Yes?
Second?
Yeah, I thought we already done that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Same sign, motion carries. Thank you very much. New business.
R19-187, Mayor Smith.
Oh, hold on just 1 second. All right, I've got one gentleman signed up for public comment. It's concerning one of the condemnations, I think, R19-193, Mr. Taylor. I'm going to hold you, and we'll have a public hearing just for your property, so hold on. Okay. Please call 19-187.
A resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk to enter into an option agreement and to sell property located on 6th Street behind the trolley barn to First Orion Corp.
This is a exciting, actually, opportunity. First Orion is already full, and they are working on continuing to grow. So I've convinced Charles to look at this property. It's at 55,000 square feet in between the 2 parking lots that we're building. And so I'm going to give him an option to buy this for 2 years to build another building there. So, about a motion.
So moved.
Second. Oh,
Question?
But we'll still be able to park, that's the grassy area down there, right? They'll still be able to park down there.
Grass.
If you
Yeah.
choose to.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure that we still have that until it's actually closed.
Yeah.
'Cause we need all the parking lots.
On the motion.
Ross,
Yes?
White,
Yes.
Taylor,
Yes.
Robinson? Yes. Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
R19-188, Mayor Smith.
Please call it.
A resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk to enter into a lease agreement with 10th Street Warehouse Associates LLC for warehouse space located at 10th Street, Suites 417 and 425.
Give me a motion.
Move for adoption.
This is a warehouse that we're moving from Buckeye, and we're going to move into this warehouse. And we've also got an option to purchase, which I would think in probably a year, we might want to look at that option. So we're trying to get all this done before November the 1st so that Oakley's thinks that they've got this property subleased, and we're still waiting on Union Pacific to release the easement so we can close on that property with Oakley. Question?
So you said we have an option to purchase on these suites or the
The whole warehouse.
whole warehouse?
Yeah.
Because, that was one of my concerns is, the amount of rent that we were paying.
Yeah, it's a
We
little,
could easily purchase something and build something, it's
No.
600,000 in 10 years. The lease
Yeah.
on that would be 600,000. So
see,
that's what,
the other part of it is that that one end of that warehouse is probably going to be sold to the highway department. If we own it, we're going to sell part of it to the highway department for the freeway.
30.
And so that price is going to be cut in half. So it all makes sense. I just didn't have time to analyze it and get into what it was like to purchase it. I wanted to get the lease done, get our property out of Buckeye, and then we'll make decisions on going forward.
Okay, so if the Buckeye property does not close, and we've moved out, would we possibly move back to that?
It's going to close. I just think it's going to close.
But we'll look at this, within a year, you think then?
Yeah.
Starts adding up when you have that 2% escalating
Oh, I agree.
on that, so.
I agree. It's the best thing to do. I'm not comfortable enough to do it this quickly. So I'd rather pay rent for a year and give me time to get my arms around it and let our real estate experts tell us it's a good deal or not.
So we can take the money from Oakley then and we can pay for that and then have money left over.
Could, that's not what I want to do, though. Okay. Motion.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson? Yes. Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
R19-189, council members Ross and White.
Please call it.
A resolution accepting the bid of and authorizing the mayor and city clerk to enter into a contract with Redstone Construction Group, Inc. for Marion Street improvements, Phase 2, from 16th to 15th Street, in the amount of $197,000, $366.45.
Move for adoption.
Second.
On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson? Yes. Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
R19-190, Mayor Smith.
Okay, hold on just a second. I'm going to call a public hearing. Watch this, Counselor. Anybody here to speak on cleanup liens on 1220 West 18th Street or 5509 Chiquita Road? Anybody here to speak on either one of those two addresses on cleanup liens? Seeing none, close the public hearing. Now call 19-190, please.
A resolution certifying the amount of a cleanup lien to be filed with the Pulaski County Tax Collector against certain real property located at 1220 West 18th Street in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas.
About a motion.
So moved.
On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson? Yes. Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
R19-191, Mayor Smith.
Please call it.
Resolution certifying the amount of a cleanup lien to be filed with the Pulaski County Tax Collector against certain real property located at 5509 Chiquita Road in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas.
Move for adoption.
On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson? Yes. Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
R19-192, Mayor Smith.
Okay, hold on just a second. I'm going to call a public hearing. The next two pieces of legislation are condemnations. Is anyone here to speak on 2305 East 2nd Street or 507 Clara Street? come to the podium and introduce yourself and tell us what you got to say.
I'm the first, this is the first time I've actually pulled a permit on repair. When I got the notice and I called and spoke with the department, they informed me that there was some stuff in the past, and apparently there's more history to this property than I realized of them pulling permits and that kind of thing. Our discussion was to, before the date here, to get the permits pulled and then begin work on the property. I had some guys out there looking to do that. We pulled the permits on the 10th. Yes, on the 10th, to begin on that. And we had some guys out there and somebody showed up and said they was about to tear it down. So it kind of confused me. I guess I'm a little new at riding this horse. So I just wanted to make sure, come in and clarify where we're at. I told them, let me go to the meeting tonight and find out what's going on before we.
Okay, well, I'm glad you came. Let me tell you what the process is.
Okay.
I'm assuming that we will approve the condemnation tonight, okay? Now, you have 30 days from today to get with our city attorney's office and work up an agreement with a bond that you are going to do what you say you're going to do, and that bond will be forfeitable. So it's going to have to be money. And in the event that you'll have a certain amount of time to do the work, if you don't, you forfeit your bond, we take your money and tear the building down.
Okay.
So you got 30 days to do that, and our city attorney's office address is? 116 Main Street. It's right over here next to the Big City Services Building, 116
Okay.
Main Street. So get with her
And is that the permit office?
It's next door.
Behind
Next
it.
door?
Next
Okay.
door.
Okay, behind it.
Yep, next door. Okay, thank you,
All right, thank you for your time.
Austin. Okay, 192, please.
A resolution declaring certain buildings, houses, and other structures located at 2305 East Second Street in the city of North Little Rock to constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time for property owner to abate said nuisances.
Let me jump in before you. Let me close that public hearing. Now, you got a motion here
Yes, so moved.
on the motion?
Ross,
Yes,
You may.
Those pictures, the first one on Second Street or on Claire? The pictures that they're showing?
Seconds.
That's the Second Street. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Now, go.
White,
Yes.
Taylor. Yes. Robinson.
Yes.
Baxter.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Ginn,
Yes,
and Height.
Yes.
R19-193, Mayor Smith.
Please call it.
A resolution declaring certain buildings, houses, and other structures located at 507 Clara Street in the city of North Little Rock to constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time for property owner to abate said nuisance.
How about a motion?
move for adoption.
On the motion.
Ross,
Yes,
White,
yes,
Taylor. Yes. Robinson. Yes. Baxter.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Ginn,
yes,
and Height.
Yes.
R19-194, Mayor Smith.
Please call it.
A resolution approving and certifying amounts of liens to be filed with the Pulaski County Tax Collector against certain real properties in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, as a result of grass cutting expenses and abatement of other nuisances.
How about a motion?
second.
Call a public hearing. Anyone here to speak on any of these liens at the Pulaski County Tax Collector's Office? Seeing none, close the public hearing on the motion.
Ross.
Yes,
White.
yes,
Taylor. Yes. Robinson.
Yes.
Baxter.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Ginn,
yes,
and Height.
Yes.
O19-121, Mayor Smith.
Please call it.
An ordinance amending the energy risk management policy for the North Little Rock Electric Department, first reading.
How about somebody suspending it, and then we'll bring Jason up.
Move to suspend the readings.
second.
On the motion to suspend all readings?
Ross.
Yes,
White.
yes,
Taylor. Yes. Robinson. Yes. Baxter.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Ginn,
yes.
and Height.
Yes.
Floor is yours, Counselor.
Thank you. Unfortunately, I don't have a PowerPoint for you, Mayor. I know you were
I love PowerPoint.
anxiously anticipating a PowerPoint presentation on this. I don't have one. It's nice to be back at the North Little Rock City Council again. As you know, I travel around. I see many city councils out there, and it's nice to come from a place that works well as efficiently and apparently improving the efficiency of meetings all the time. So it's great. Really happy to be here, but I'll get straight to the point on this. I don't want you to look at this amendment to the hedge plans being referred to you by the Risk Management Committee. I don't want you to see that as something that there's a problem with the Risk Management Committee. There's not. It's running as efficiently or better than it ever has. I think the people who are involved just continually learn. Ember is melting in great with the team and her role on the Risk Management Committee. Amy's been educating herself and being involved in the committee. So just really impressed with how things are moving forward. One of the things that we looked at with our hedge limit constraints that are within our risk management policy is that right now they're very simplistic. It's based on an annual basis. So risk is just managed from an overall annual standpoint. If you'll think about it, you could front-end load all of your energy purchases and then expose yourself to risk for the remainder of the year and still be compliant with the policy. You could do the same thing, just buying it all up at the end and still be compliant with the policy, even though you're wearing a lot more risk than you should. So the approach to the Risk Management Committee said is to say, if we're going to be more accurate, we should run monthly, not annually. So that's what you see kind of as we approach to a prompt month, the month when we need the power, that's when we're going to be most protected against volatility in the market. And then it stages down across time. So it allows us to leverage over time, to manage over time our risk portfolio. The second thing that this accomplishes too is really a benefit for the Risk Management Committee, and it's how we kind of look at our assets, our physical assets, and how they perform and how we incorporate that into our risk portfolio. Right now, if we're supposed to be a certain percentage protected against the market and Plum Point suddenly trips, right? We have an unplanned outage of Plum Point, which is a big 60 megawatts of our power supply, or Murray Hydro doesn't operate for some reason that we didn't anticipate. We have a flood or something we're not able to protect ourselves against, then we can force ourselves into a risk management violation that's really, there's nothing we can do to protect that. So what this requires a Risk Management Committee to do is to work off of assumptions based off of 5 years of performance of those plants and always, protect ourselves against an assumed performance of our assets. And when those assets don't operate as they're supposed to, Risk Management Committee will get together and they'll figure out the best way to address that on a case-by-case basis. So, subject to your questions, that would be my summary of the amendment.
Questions, comments, Ms. Ross?
I just, looking at this scale, as you increase into like month 60, the minimum hedge goes to 60, 80. I mean, is that just why the
So when you think about our minimum hedge being at a 60% hedge to the market, that's really what we would call our natural hedge limits. That's what we're thinking about from, a normal running operation of Murray Hydro and Plum Point. That's where we sit around without any kind of contract. As we move forward in time, closer to our prompt month when we need power, that makes us buy incrementally. So it's to say, hey, take your time, look at what the good values are, don't put yourself under time pressure. Until it starts getting closer to time, then we should feel more time pressure, right, and hedge ourselves up better. But two, while there's an upper limit, 80% out there at month 60, is to say don't overcommit to something too early. Right, so it's to take your time, right, be methodical, look at the marketplace, and manage risk properly.
I would invite you, if one at a time, if anybody wants to make their head swim and wants to sit in on one of these risk management meetings, you're welcome. Just let me know when you want to go, and we'll schedule you one at a time. I don't want 2 or 3 of you to have to come because it's kind of a private affair, if you will, as we negotiate through the purchases. So you're welcome to come. Any more questions? On the motion.
We need a motion to adopt.
Second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson? Yes. Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
019-122, Councilmember Robinson.
Please call it.
An ordinance reclassifying certain property located at 1413 West 25th Street in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, from R2 zoning classification to the R3 zoning classification by amending ordinance number 7697, adopting an amended land use plan for the subject property. First reading.
Go ahead. Maurice.
Move to suspend the reading.
Linda.
Second.
On the motion to suspend all readings.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
Cherry, if you want to leave, you're welcome to go. I know you're probably tired and want to get home to your family, so we've asked all of our questions, so thank you. Okay, we got a motion to suspend all readings. How about a motion to adopt? How about a second?
Second.
On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
019-123, Councilmember Robinson.
Please call it.
An ordinance allowing a special use to allow a daycare center in a C2 zone for certain real property located at 723 North Beach Street in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas. First reading.
On the motion to suspend all readings.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
Any motion? On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
019-124, Councilmember Ross and White.
Please call it.
An ordinance allowing a special use to allow a daycare center in an R3 zone for certain real property located at 200 West 20th Street in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas. First reading.
Move to suspend the readings.
Second.
Got a motion to suspend all readings. On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
Got a motion.
Move for adoption.
On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
019-125, Councilmember Height.
Please call it.
An ordinance reclassifying certain property located at 3 Perrin Road in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, from R2 zoning classification to the C4 zoning classification by amending ordinance number 7697, adopting an amended land use plan for the subject property, granting a conditional use. First reading.
Mr. City Attorney, how do you want us to do this? We've got an amendment.
Yeah, we do. And Shannon, did you read the proposed amendment, or did you read
Got
the
two of 'em
ordinance that
The
was
amended.
filed?
Amended.
Okay, you need to read the one that was filed. It hadn't been amended yet.
The one that has the,
The one that's in your book.
Yes.
The one that says R2 to I1.
To I-1.
I do it away.
I'll read it. An ordinance reclassifying certain property located at 3 Perrin Road in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas from R2 zoning classification to the I1 zoning classification by amending ordinance number 7697, adopting amended land use plan for the subject property.
Okay,
may
so
wanna
motion to
suspend-
suspend readings.
motion to suspend the readings.
Motion to suspend all readings. On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
Motion to adopt.
Motion to adopt.
No, now a motion to amend.
Amend, sorry.
Okay.
You want a motion to,
Amend.
Do you want me to explain the proposed amendment? And each of you all received it. Councilmember Height spoke with the planning department and has some proposed amendments, and because they were pretty extensive, I emailed them all to you all ahead of time. Instead of rezoning to I-1, it's to rezone it to C4, and to amend the land use plan instead of to light industrial to trade fair, and then to grant a conditional use. And I think that the purpose for this is if there's a subsequent owner, or if the warehouse use no longer exists, that there will be more limited uses to the land, that they'll be limited to C4 instead of the more intensive uses of I-1.
Exactly.
yeah, there was,
Without council approval.
Right.
Yeah. And I asked Mr. Height to do that, and we all agreed that was the best thing to do for the neighborhood and everything else.
everybody's okay with it.
Yeah. Okay. So we got a motion to amend, and we have a second.
And we need a second.
Second.
We have a motion. Okay, on the amendment.
Okay, Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson? Yes. Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes. Motion to adopt is amended.
Second.
On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson? Yes. Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
019-126, Councilmember Baxter.
Please call it.
An ordinance granting a conditional use to allow a tire store in a C4 zone for certain real property located at 1 Maumelle Curve Court in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas. First reading.
Move to suspend all readings.
On the motion to suspend all readings. On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson? Yes. Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
Move for adoption.
Second.
On the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor? Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
This concludes new business.
Thank you very much. Public comment, Mr. Ard.
Quick thank you to Councilmember Ginn. Did I get it right? Close enough. We've been trying for over a year to get safety signs put up on, off of Perring Road, so we wouldn't have any more deaths with accidents. And she was able to pull it off. Sometimes you have to leave it to a woman to do it instead of trying to get a man to do it. Thank you. I'll bring you the brownies next council meeting.
Thank you very much. Let's do some business. Anybody else got anything? General order? I want to talk about several things. Sure. I'm going to talk about it. Yeah. We've finished our draft of the budget that you've received a copy tonight, and we have two options. What we did last year and the year before that is we'll have a meeting at 5 o'clock before a council meeting to go over this and answer any more questions that you might have. We can do it at the next meeting, which will be the first meeting in November, or we can do it the second meeting in November. So y'all tell me, do you want 2 weeks before we have our budget meeting, or do you want 4 weeks before we have our budget meeting? Thoughts? Is that what you're going to ask? Ms. Ross?
So are we going to have you said 2 weeks before the budget? I guess I was confused.
All right. Our next meeting is going to be November the 12th.
Okay, so okay,
Now,
gotcha.
so do you want to have your budget meeting on November the 12th or November the, whatever that date is? Ms. White?
I say the 12th because that'll give us a cushion of the 28th in case there's something we still need to come back on. Will the department heads be available on that
Yeah.
meeting on the 12th?
Yep.
So could we have the option to do it, have another meeting on the
Yeah.
28th if we need
Yeah.
it? I don't know if everyone
We'll
else
meet
feels
as
that
often
way.
as you need to. Why don't we schedule a meeting? You know, we're going to move the council meeting from the 11th, which is Veterans Day, to the 12th. We've all agreed to that, I think, before. So the 12th, and we'll have a meeting, a budget meeting at 5 o'clock on the 12th, and all the department heads will be here to answer any questions. Okay? And then if we desire to have another one on that 2 weeks after that, we can do it again. Does that work for everybody? Everybody okay with that? Okay, consider that done. Ember, we need to be sure and get a memo out to all the department heads to make sure they're here.
Also, any nonprofits that are in this, in the special appropriations also,
Okay?
they all need to be here too, in case there's any questions.
Will you get that word to Mary Beth to make sure the nons are here?
I guess also Rock Region Metro, anybody basically that's has money in the budget, in case there's any questions.
Okay?
Or we can do it the second time and then put them in the second meeting.
Doesn't matter. Whatever we have time for. The last time we didn't eat the whole hour up, so this is about the same. Okay, anybody else? How about a motion?
So move.
Second.
Motion to adjourn on the motion.
Ross?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.